Hey guys, we're playing Katamari Reroll. It's so loud. It's so impossibly loud.
It is so impossibly loud, yeah. We have done everything we can to try and lower the volume, but we cannot accomplish that feat.
We have been trying to get this to work for like an hour.
Yeah, seriously.
For a long time...
We finally have it working.
Yeah, for a long time there was no audio whatsoever.
Yeah, it went from nothing working to everything working, but too loud.
Yep. Like, I'm just gonna say it. I am like a straight up technophobe.
That is a very strange thing to admit for somebody who is creating their own YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, you know what? I can't deal with this stuff. Like, oh, it pisses me off. Okay, yeah, what, okay.
Okay.
I have to do the
So you are
controls.
This little dude rolling this ball.
I sure am. Yes. How do I go fast?
Small/big is this dude?
Depends on the level, actually. Oh, have you never played Katamari?
I've never played Katamari.
Oh my gosh. Wait, okay, how do I... Okay. Yeah. This is the king. He's my father. Okay, that's what I was trying to do.
Your father? Oh, damn.
Yeah, the king is my father, and I am a prince. E jumps. Okay, and Q looks. Yep. This is the beginning stage where you learn how to do it. You're gonna love this. Cool. It is so cute. Except if you don't do a level correctly, the king kills you.
The king kills you?
Yeah, he shoots like lasers and stuff at you until you die.
Wow.
This is the plot line. The king went crazy and blew up all of the things.
On his skirt.
Yeah. He blew up all of the cosmos.
Why?
Because he went crazy. Because he can do that. He has the power.
He just has the power, so he does it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna set a timer so that we know how long we've been playing. Okay, cool. It was not a dream. We really did it. A sky full of stars, we broke it. Yeah, we've been naughty. So naughty. And it felt good. Sorry that I'm skipping through this, but like everyone's seen some kind of Katamari game except for you somehow.
Okay.
Because like, this isn't...
okay.
It's not important. The plot line means nothing. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm sorry for like my controls at first because I'm gonna take a minute to get used to them. Full things, yes.
Okay. Alright. So while you are playing, I'm going to talk about a small number of things.
Okay.
That I have prepared.
Alright, cool.
First, do you want to know how I got my first scar?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what happened was, I was riding a bike with my friends. With this friend called, we'll call him Jay. Okay? So I was riding my bike. Is he gonna like die from being stabbed by those pins?
No. I'm the prince, I can do anything.
You're a prince, you can do anything? You can walk through anything?
Well, to a degree.
How do the things stick?
Because it's Katamari, duh. Oh shit, I lost something.
That explains nothing.
If you know, you know, and if you don't, you never will. God.
It's
actually, you might know by watching this, but you'll feel it.
Anyway, so onto the scar story. Okay, so I was riding my bike very, very slowly, and when I was riding my bike, I very slowly, like we're talking 1 mile an hour. Slow. And so what I did was I bumped into my friend at this extremely slow speed, which knocked me off of my bike, made me fly off of my bike, hit my knee on the pavement, and it was such a bad blow that I had to be carried to the hospital where they had to give me stitches.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, and then they gave me a cast, and then I couldn't wash my knee. For like a couple of weeks until it healed up, and I have a scar from them.
Oh, I have knee scars too, but not from the same thing.
What do you have scars from?
My knee scars are because in middle school, okay, my health is a weird myriad of problems, but like in middle school, I would get these random giant boils on my knees, just out of nowhere.
Boils?
Yeah, like big like inflamed patches.
Oh wow.
And man, it hurt to like kneel down and go to my locker in school. Oh, that was a nightmare. Mm-hmm. But like, and they gave me scars, but that's not how I got my first scar.
Oh, what is your first scar?
My first scar is from when I was at the beach with my family, right? Oh, I did a Katamari. I was at the beach with my family, and my mom was standing in the bathroom, and we had, been at the pool, so we were like all wet, and I walked into the room, and I slipped on the wet bathroom floor and smacked the side of my head on the floor.
Oh, wow.
It was so painful. I cut open my temple, actually.
Oof.
Yeah, it was really painful. Yeah, I know you want a bigger one, but you only let me make 10 centimeters. Anyway. Oh, it's a snack Katamari, yes. See, with each Katamari, you get the most of, like, one thing or another, so it becomes a Katamari of that thing. And I got mostly snacks.
So you have a snack Katamari?
Yeah, it's 10 centimeters big. I'm making the cosmos.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how I got my first scar, as I smacked my face on a bathroom floor.
Ouch.
At terminal velocity.
Sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, I was like, maybe like 9 or something. Yeah, I know, I can save the game here. Yep, let's see.
I have another scar that I got in a really dumb way. So
Well,
I scratched my knee somehow. I don't remember how.
How?
The how wasn't important.
Mm-hmm.
The how I got the scar from that scratch was because I was swimming at the time. And so every time I jumped into the chlorine-filled pool, it would make the scab soggy.
Oh, that's disgusting to hear. Cool. Gross.
Yeah.
Ooh, 7 minutes. Okay, we can do this. But oh my god, so it like
real-time minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 7 minutes to just make it as big as I want.
It made the scab soggy, and then it just like one day and just never healed properly, so that's how I got the scar.
Oh, that sucks. My scar from my appendicitis. I can get the ants, yes. I think.
Okay. Yeah, there are ants.
Oh yeah, there's ants. There's ants in my pants.
Yeah. That's not a pleasant thing to have.
My scar from my appendicitis still hurts sometimes.
Pardon?
My scar from my appendicitis still hurts sometimes. It just flares up.
Really?
Yeah, it just suddenly will like burn. Like I'm Harry Potter or something up in this bitch. Appendicitis was so scary.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I mean, you were talking to me the entire time. Like, you stayed awake so that I wasn't alone. But, yeah, I just, like...
Wait, I was awake for that? I was talking to you at that time?
Yeah, because this was last year.
It was?
Yeah.
How do I not remember this?
Because remember, it was like a month after I got my deviated septum fixed. So I had just been in the hospital already. And then I got appendicitis. And remember, I went to work, actually, that day at Ruby Tuesday. And I told my friend Brianna, I was like, hey, if I pass out or throw up, I need you to call my mom. And I was like, I was at work and I was crying in the bathroom. And my boss was like, have you ever noticed that you seem to have a problem and you want to leave just a couple hours before your shift ends? And I sobbed. And then it turns out I went to the hospital and I had appendicitis. But like, yeah, it was scary because I didn't even know for sure that it was appendicitis because the previous year I had hurt my back, and when I hurt my back, it radiated into my stomach, my right side stomach, and doctors kept being like, well, it's not appendicitis and we don't know what it is, so just go home. So I kept wasting money at hospitals. And I was afraid to go back for appendicitis because I didn't want to waste more money at a hospital. Yeah. And then I remember so clearly, I was sitting in my living room with my mom, because I lived with my mom at the time. And I remember my sister came over to bring me a smoothie because she knew I wasn't feeling well. And we were sitting there, and the pain suddenly went from, like, stabbing to flaming. And I was like, thank you so much for the smoothie. It was really sweet, but I think I've got to go to the hospital now. And she was like, okay. And my mom took me to the hospital, and they were like, oh, yeah, you're going to die. So, like, soon after I didn't get a fever, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get a fever, and I didn't throw up.
Okay.
But, like, I did, like, go numb, like, my body. It was kind of scary, because, like, it got to a point where, like, I was so cold, I couldn't feel my arms or legs.
Oh, wow.
And I was laying in a hospital bed, and whenever I, lifted my head to look at someone, a jolt would go through my body, and I would be forced back against the hospital bed.
Oh, wow, that sucks.
It was terrifying, and I was supposed to, like, wait and have the surgery the next day, but they were like, no, we gotta go now.
Oh, wow.
And that is how I found out that I love morphine. Because, like, they put it in, and I was like, oh yeah, we are gonna surgery the hell out of me. Let's go. I am ready to do this. I was psyched about the surgery.
Man. I feel like
I'm losing magnets.
Don't lose magnets. In a slightly related matter, stop losing magnets.
I'm trying.
In slightly related, I am addicted to an anesthetic.
You are?
Not addicted to it, but like I very much crave being put under.
Oh, right. I get that. For you.
Yeah, I've told you about that. But for people who don't know, I have depression. So when I went to the hospital, they I went and got diagnosed with depression, and they were like, okay, here's something you can do. It's called ECT, electroconvulsive therapy. So they put you under anesthetic, general anesthetic, and general anesthesia, and then they shock your brain to give you what they call, like, brain fertilizer. That's the best way that they could put it.
And a lot of people don't know that they still do ECT.
Yeah, because, like, people's, like, vision of ECT comes from, like, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, I think.
Yeah.
And the terrifying implication of going through ECT when not under.
And also involuntarily.
Torture.
Yeah.
Involuntarily and not while you're put under, so it was a form of torture, basically.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, that's not what I went through. Like, about a couple of people will be like, fuck, really? And I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't too bad. I didn't feel anything.
So you've been put under a lot of times.
I have been put under. So the first time I did ECT, I did it for 12 sessions. So I was put under 12 times.
Which is a lot.
The second time I did it, I was put under 4 times. And the third time I did it, I was put under 6 times. So that's 22 times that I have been put under anesthesia over the past, like, 5 years.
Christ almighty.
And part of me is like, I want to do ECT again just to be put under.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. So, I may be addicted. I don't know. But I'm not going to do ECT again because, like, it hasn't been that beneficial. So, depression-wise, I mean, for me personally.
A lot of people think that, like, ECT is, like, barbaric, but it's really just, it's a medical treatment, and as long as it's done right, it's safe.
Yeah.
It can hurt your memory a little, but, like, that's preferable when it makes sure that you're still alive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time I'm really put under is for, other than surgery, was, like, for MRIs, because I am terrified of MRIs. I cannot hold still. Mm-hmm. It's loud, it's small, and I'm claustrophobic. So I've been put under several times because I keep having to get checked for brain tumors. Because every now and then I'll get a brand new kind of migraine. And we just gotta make sure that it's okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay, because I've never, been told that I'm dying.
That's good, at least.
The closest I've ever gotten was when I had a mass on my liver, but now we know that that's not cancerous, so it's okay.
That's good.
Which I had to get an MRI for that, too, and that was stressful. Because you have to hold your breath for abdominal MRIs. Like, this was, like, a couple weeks ago, and I, Ooh, present. Oh, I got a little scarf. Look, I got a little scarf!
You got a little scarf?
Yeah.
Blue.
And, but, like, I had to get that MRI, and they gave me headphones, and, they put it on a radio station for me. They put it on a rock radio station, a classic rock, because they didn't have the one that I wanted, but they put it on a rock radio station, and I was stressing out because you have to hold your breath for repeated sessions for MRIs of your abdomen, and
yeah.
I have very weak lungs, and I am naturally a faint person, so I kept, like, having to hyperventilate after the period of time was over. And I was stressed out because we got to a point where I had to hold my breath for a lot of rapid sessions, one after another, with no break in between, very little.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I was stressed out, and I was like, oh my god, how am I going to do this? And then over the headphones, Smells Like Teen Spirit came on.
Oh, wow.
By Nirvana, and I was like, okay, let's do this shit. Like, I was ready.
So
I was
pumped up.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Nirvana songs go, that's probably one of my least favorite Nirvana songs. It's just the one that got on the radio. It's not their best one.
Yeah.
But, it having Kurt Cobain in my ears, like, calmed me down a little, pumped me up.
That's good.
Both things at the same time. Yeah, because otherwise I would have been really stressed out at the time, because, I do not like holding my breath. And in November, I have to get another CAT scan to make sure it's still not cancerous. And I hate the CAT scans because the dye that they put in your veins, first of all, you can feel it going in your veins, and I hate that more than almost anything. But also, it tastes terrible. You can taste it for like 4 to 5 days after it's out, or after the CAT scan. And last time I had the CAT scan, I had that awful taste in my mouth for like the next 3 days. I had migraines, and I had to taste that terrible bitter dye taste while I had a migraine. I was nauseous. So, medical stuff is crazy. I hate. I'm trying to say crazy less, but like, it just, I don't know how else to say it right now.
Yeah. Wild would be a term.
Yeah, it was wild.
Term, but it doesn't convey the same feeling that crazy does.
It really doesn't. Like, personally for me, I feel like it's less important to eliminate crazy from our vocabulary than it is to, like, learn how to recognize actual, like, eugenics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, even you can stop saying crazy all you want, but there's still a lot of, like, ableism that gets away with being ableist because we're not trained to recognize that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading what he was saying. Anyway, medical stuff. Because, like, because I don't know if I technically fall under the, gets to be upset about the word crazy, like, section, like the, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but if I'm in the category where I need to be like, well, I have a say in whether or not crazy is an okay word, because I don't have any, like, psychosis stuff, but I do have borderline personality disorder, which is something that is often called crazy. And I think it's fine, because, like, I've been treated, like, I love borderline personality disorder because I'm glad that it's that and not something else. You know what I mean? Because it's one of the most treatable personality disorders, and we don't know a whole lot about a lot of personality disorders. Borderline is one of the easiest to treat because a lot of people who have it are not happy with the fact that they have it. Other personality disorders, antisocial, schizoid, schizotypal, obsessive compulsive, which is different than OCD. A lot of them don't care that they have it. They don't feel like anything's wrong, so they don't seek treatment. And that makes it, and not only that, but they also often respond less to psychotherapy. So I'm just glad that it's that and not something worse, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess I'm at a point in my life where I can say I'm glad I have this and not something worse, because for people who have it worse than me, who are more volatile, like, it's not fun. It's very exhausting to be in our brains. Like, a lot of times people are really tired with people with histrionic and borderline personality disorders, but, like, you should try being in our heads. Oh my god. Like, we know we're being, like, a little unhealthy, but we cannot control it. But I've learned to, like, regulate my emotions and talk myself down, like, through therapy, which is really cool.
That's good.
Yeah. I think psychology is so interesting. And not in the way where it's like,
You go ahead.
Okay, but I was going to say not in the way, because, like, a lot of psychologists and students of psychology are the kind where it's like they study people with mental illnesses because they think, oh, like, paranoid schizophrenia is so cool and interesting. It's like, I don't want to... I hate those people a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we're not science experiments. We're exhausted and sick, you know?
Yeah, you need help. It's not good to feel like you're somebody's experiment.
Yeah, so I don't, that's not the reason that I like psychology. I like psychology because I like figuring out how people work, but I also like helping people, you know?
Yeah.
That's my thing. What were you going to say before I interrupted?
It's gone.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Do you want to talk about what you're studying?
Sure. I mean, well, right now I'm not in any psych classes, which sucks because the fall semester has started. But I got to learn about a lot of things. Like, I am begging you guys, if you are in college and if you have free time, take abnormal psych. Not only is it super interesting, but also, like, I believe that if we were all given better access to mental health education and neurodivergent education, we would all be much more understanding of each other and kinder to each other.
That makes sense.
Because, like, I think a lot of the reason we're intolerant of each other is because we just don't know what the symptoms are, and we don't know what it is we need to be doing better. Whoops. That was not what I meant to do. How do I switch? Okay, that's whatever. I've already won this level. I'm just picking up stuff. But,
okay.
Yeah, take abnormal psych, if you can, because recognizing signs of, you know, not only just, like, depression, anxiety, bipolar, but also personality disorders, ADHD, autism, even intellectual disabilities, which are not a mental illness, but they do fall under the mind category. A lot of abnormal psych classes teach stuff about neurodivergencies and neurodevelopmental disorders instead of just mental illnesses. Because, I mean, as I've said before, autism is not a mental illness, you know?
Yeah.
And neither is ADHD. But, yeah, just learn about that stuff. Because we could all stand to be a little kinder to each other, I think, across the board.
Kindness is important.
Yeah, even people who already have, like, neurodivergencies and etc. We could stand to be nicer to other people with mental illnesses because, I mean, we're treated as if there is a disabled experience, you know, as if we aren't 1,000 different, you know, problems lumped under one category. And because we're all lumped together, we don't really understand each other. We're just expected to be perfect to each other. It's like, well, you're disabled too, or you have a mental illness too, so you need to be understanding of mine. But, like, we're not taught about each other's mental illnesses. So we don't know what it is we're supposed to do or look for, or, you know, etc. So everyone could stand to learn about psychology, I think.
Yeah. It should be mandatory in high school.
It should be mandatory in high school. It's a part of health. But we barely even learn about health here in America, so whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Whew! I have been so focused.
0.9 centimeters.
Heck yes. Royal Rainbow! Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you when I told you so? This is another one of my things that I have written down.
Okay, hold on. Do you want to talk about while we play Spyro?
Oh, are we gonna go to Spyro now?
Well, it's been like 25 minutes, so like, why not? I mean, we're just warming up with this.
It has?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Right? Oh wait, look, all the stars disappeared. It's plot.
Okay.
I feel it. I feel the cosmos.
You feel the cosmos.
That's a line from this game. And Kiro used to say it to me all the time. Nah?
Pardon me?
To be continued.
To be continued.
Anyway, we're gonna go play Spyro now. We love you guys.
We're gonna go play Spyro.
Yay!
Alright, see you.
See you guys. I love you.
Love you.
Oh my god, I've got to piss. Anyway...